Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's talk about Nvidia, the tech giant that keeps setting records and raising the bar. They're reporting their Q1 earnings today, and analysts are expecting a huge jump, a 66% increase in revenue, topping $43 billion. Yeah, that's billion with a B. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing. US export restrictions have hit their sales in China pretty hard. Their market share there dropped from 95% to 50% over the past few years. That's a tough loss. To stay competitive, Nvidia is launching a more affordable AI chip, specifically for the Chinese market, using their new Blackwell architecture. Basically, they're rewriting the playbook mid-game and still moving the ball forward. On the hardware side, those Blackwell AI racks, basically supercomputers built to power the next generation of AI, are finally ready to roll. After some production delays, shipments are back on track, and that could give their numbers an extra boost. Investors are fired up. The stock's trading around $137, and all eyes are on what they'll say in that earnings call. So to recap, Nvidia is making super chips, shipping AI supercomputers, and changing the world. And I just learned my toaster has a Bluetooth setting. We're clearly living in different timelines here. That's the news, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Corporate Smackdown, where we give you the lowdown and smackdown on what makes big businesses so successful. Get ready to smack down. Here's your host, Big Time Mike.
Welcome to Corporate Smackdown, the show where we break down the best and sometimes wildest business moves out there. Today, we're diving into Nvidia, the company turning graphics cards into global domination. As always, we're here to entertain you and sneak in a few lessons along the way. I'm your host, Mike. Let's plug in and get started. Nvidia, the average person wouldn't know the company, but if you asked AI who Nvidia was, it would simply answer, "I am your father." They constantly evolve. That Atari to Xbox didn't happen by accident. Nvidia ushered that in. Their progress in technology, from gaming GPU to AI, to autonomous vehicles to who knows what's next. Maybe a robot that makes bacon when pigs fly. And honestly, Nvidia's probably building the wings right now. Nvidia has always been one step ahead of the game. They were deep into AI before anyone knew what it was. When people thought AI was merely a sci-fi plot device to an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Nvidia was like,
yeah, we're already past the threat of nuclear annihilation, okay?
They didn't want to destroy the world like AI does in the movies. They want to make it better. Starting small, creeping in slowly, gaining trust before people can even know what they're using. Need a perfect recipe for dinner? Nvidia was answering you before you even realized it. You don't want to lag behind, no. Nvidia has that know what's coming attitude. Be ahead of it all. Sort of like when your wife is pissed at you and calculates your every argument. You don't stand a chance, basically. She's walking 10 paces ahead of you at the mall. You know who's boss, who's the leader, and that's important, like with Nvidia. Jensen Huang's presence is there, up front, blame or praise, and it doesn't hurt that he does have good hair. Speaking of good hair, let's bring in Luca, the Whistle Romano, to talk about cultural practices of Nvidia. Luca?
Thanks, Mike. If you're wondering why I'm not wearing a black leather jacket,
No, Luca, I'm not.
ha ha ha, Mike, you're a card. But I know you're wondering, I'm not wearing one because I'm not part of the Jensen Huang Club, where when you achieve a certain level at Nvidia, you get a copy of his signature leather coat. Obviously, I'm not there yet. It said he's inspired by the Fonz. Hey, who knows? I spend the day at Nvidia and I have to tell you, I couldn't find a boss. Why is that? Everyone's treated as equals. From the data entry to the tech genius, everyone is on the same level. Everything's enhanced here, and it has to be. Even the PowerPoints are 200 frames per second. The secretary asked me what I wanted for lunch, and when I said I didn't know, she asked AI. In case you're curious, Mike, I had an AI enhanced of tuna on rye with gefilte fish. It was heavy, it was tasty, it was something created out of the box. Out of the box is Nvidia's motto. Think ahead, think future, like no one else. And just like the tuna and gefilte fish sandwich, they're constantly evolving to make things interesting while looking for the next best thing. Not sure it was my sandwich, but they're striving for a better future, like I'm striving for the black leather jacket. Hey, back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Luca. Coming up, Corporate Chat. Corporate Smackdown time, where business meets the locker room and buzzwords get reviewed under instant replay. We're joined by none other than Coach Doug the Bug. Undefeated in office politics, allergic to transparency, and proudly powered by coffee and confusion. Coach, we're diving into Nvidia, the tech titan turning killer robots into business plans. They've gone from pixel pushers to AI overlords. What's your play call on this one, Coach? Is Nvidia building the future or just padding the scoreboard with buzzwords? What do you say?
Look, Mike, Nvidia isn't just building the future, they're installing it, overclocking it, and giving it a software update while the rest of us are still figuring out how to unmute on Zoom. These folks went from making graphics for video games to powering AI, autonomous vehicles, and who knows, maybe smart vending machines that judge your snack choices. It's evolution, baby. What can businesses learn? Simple. Adapt or get replaced by a robot that does your job faster, cheaper, and with a better attitude. Nvidia didn't wait for the future to show up. They built a GPU and drove straight into it. So yeah, they're ahead. And if you're not thinking 3 steps ahead in your own game, you're not just behind, you're buffering. Next play, wind sprints.
Thanks, Coach. So if you're not evolving, you're just lagging. And in this game, Nvidia's already lapping us twice. That's it for this round of Corporate Smackdown. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to update your strategy, or at least your software. Like what you see? Like and subscribe. Till next time.